And I'm going to highlight Howard University, beautiful Washington, D.C. Those are my two schools, and hopefully sooner rather than later, I'm actually studying for my GMAT exam to go back to business school. And so I'm hoping I can represent Stanford, y'all. That's my goal. That's my goal. So mark my words, y'all. Your girl's gonna be a really dope graduate program in the next 2 years. Hopefully you can follow me on that. Yeah, why not?
I don't think I'm ever going back to school.
You never know. You never know, Ryan. You never know. Again, I'm whatever. We'll figure out what your desires are, but you never know. That's what I once said.
After graduating from CS, it's like I don't think I could go back.
Yeah. It's fascinating to see, like when I was in my 20s, just my journey, it changed because initially I was like, oh, I don't need it, I just want to work, get some practical skills. But I mean, it's a different journey for everybody, and I'm gonna get my paid for it too, so I'm not paying. And it's a little bit, it's part of this game too that I'll talk about. All right, so we got College of Staten Island, yes, Borough Manhattan Community College, let's go. And we got, did you put Baruch, Don? Yes. Okay, Brooklyn College, let's go.
Yeah, that's
all right. So dope, y'all. While we're waiting for other people to join, I want you to think about this question that I'm putting in the chat. What's one song that describes what wealth looks like and feels like for you? What's one song? So mine, I was playing mine. Here you go, if you can't hear it. This is my song.
Yeah, we definitely can't hear it. I'm pretty sure it's hype though.
Toward your destination.
Yeah, there we go. That's better.
Though you may find from time to time complication. Bite your lip and take the trip. Though there may be wet road ahead and you cannot slip, just move on up. For peace you'll find into the steeple of beautiful people where there's only one kind. So hush not, child, and don't cry. Your folks might understand you by and by. Move on up and keep on wishing. Remember, your dream is your only scheme, so keep on pushing. Take nothing less than the supreme best. Do not obey, you must be forsake, but you can pass the test. Just move on up to a greater day. With just a little faith, if you put your mind to it, you can surely Just move on up. Move on up. We move on up. Watch out, we just move on up. We move on up. Move on up. Hush now, child, and don't cry. Your folks might understand you by and by. Just move on up toward your destination. Though you may find from time to time complication. Bite your lip and take the trip. Though there may be wet road ahead and you cannot slip, just move on up. For peace you'll find into the steeple of beautiful people where there's only one kind. So hush now, child, and don't cry. Your folks might understand you by and by. Move on up and keep on wishing. Remember your dream is your only scheme, so keep on pushing. Take nothing less than the supreme best. Do not obey rumors people say, but you can pass the test. Just move on up to a greater day. With just a little faith, if you put your mind to it, you can surely do it. Just move on up. Move on up. We move on up. Watch out, we just move on up. We move on up. Move on up.
All right. Let's hear it, y'all. Okay, so we're gonna kick things off, and I'm gonna start with my song. So my song, which you all heard and got a little taste of, is Curtis Mayfield, Move On Up. And the reason I chose that song was because there's just so much energy, there's so much celebration of the progress, and it's fun, you feel free. And when I am at a place, which I am, of really being wealthy and financially healthy, that's my soundtrack. There's freedom, there's celebration, I'm having fun. I'm not just with myself, but I'm with my friends, my family, my loved ones. And that's why I chose Move On Up. And I'm chasing after my dream, even though there's complication. I can surely do it. So that's mine, y'all. And I'm gonna pass the mic to Dawn. And so I would love for y'all to share when you go, just share your name, your school, and then your song and why. Dawn, it's on you.
Oh my goodness. There's too many songs to pick from. I love music.
Yes.
What you picked was a great, great song.
Thank you.
Mhm. Um, I'm gonna go with Stronger, Christina Aguilera.
Come on.
It's
Tell us.
it's just a very, it's a message song. It's about pushing forward and to keep elevating your game and moving forward. It's not about, it's not about losing who you are or having to, for women, it's like, do you have to lose being a woman in order to play in the man's world or to play the game? So for me, it's like being unapologetic, taking up that space, and yeah, and just keep pushing,
Come
making that
on.
money, make that money, make that.
I love it. And Don, what school, what borough and school are you representing?
Okay, I lived in every borough except Staten Island, and I have no inclination to go live there. But it's the red state, I call it. Um, every few years they ask to secede from New York, and I'm like, go ahead. Um, right now it's like really interesting. I graduated with AA from BMCC, and now I transferred to Hunter, but I'm also taking a class at Baruch. So I guess I'm a CUNY kid at heart.
Let's go. CUNY kid at heart. I love it. So who are you gonna pass the mic to?
Ooh. Who's the extrovert?
Ooh.
Ryan?
No,
Go ahead.
absolutely not. But I think hi everybody, I'm from Brooklyn. I
Hey.
graduated from Brooklyn College in like May 2022 with a bachelor's in computer science.
Let's go.
Yep. And that
And
was
yeah.
Yay.
Oh, I believe it. I see it. You may not see it yet, Ryan, but I see it. There we go.
Trying to be a software engineer, but I think the song that I wanted to choose was like Jack Harlow, First Class. Obviously, because it's like every rapper is a come up story from nothing, rags to riches all the time. So, like he said, the whole song talk about popping champagne bottles and flying on first class, and I see myself in first class, So that's what I have to do. Keep moving up, get money, invest in myself and my family.
Let's go. I love it. I love it. I really love that. I can't. I'm gonna put together a whole playlist for us. Oh man,
success stories playlist.
Yeah, no, it's real, and you'll hear my story in a minute. So I got you. It's I can relate. All right. Next up, Margaret. You there, Margaret? Come on, we want to hear from you. What's your song, Margaret? Let me see in the chat if she's here. What's good, Margaret? All right, we'll come back to you, Margaret, if you can hear us. We are live. All right, so y'all, we are here. I just want to say first and foremost, shout out to you for being here. You could have been anywhere on a Monday night, but you chose to be here. And I promise you, mark my words, this is being recorded. I promise you, come December, right? If you stick with it, even come, what's today? July? Over the next 3 months, if you really rock with me and rock with Student Dream, you're going to see a real transformation in your life. Yes, financially, but really holistically, because personal finance is personal. And for us to really win with money, we have to do some personal work, right? We have to do some self-reflection, some exercise, and some walk-in, some connecting with people. All of these other areas of life really affect how we are financially. And so just shout out to you for really taking that first step to invest in yourself. All right. I want to just say that first and foremost. And this community of student investors, it's really all about supporting you and helping you thrive, helping you get stronger, pun intended, helping you become first class, helping you move on up. That's the heart behind it. And it really comes from me and my own story of being a young woman who started off working at age 14 at McDonald's because my mother wouldn't pay for everything, and realizing that, I'm working 40 hours a week during the summer and getting pennies. This ain't it, right? This came from me finding out about entrepreneurship the moment I graduated Howard and started working in tech, and realizing that people build companies and invest in companies for a living. And I was like, what in the world? I want to play this game too, right? This came from me hustling and literally doing every job out there on the planet, and realizing that I was just tired of being broke, and I was tired of working 3 jobs and barely making $40,000 a year, and tired of that. And me then really going through the process and realizing this can be easier, this can be better, and making that progress, learning more about money, connecting with the right people, connecting to the knowledge, the network, the experiences that helped me build my overall financial health, and wanting to give that to y'all, right? Because time is money, and oftentimes we're not connecting to the right knowledge, network, and people that are going to help us thrive. And so I just want to see y'all thrive. And that is what this whole community is about. All right. So shout out to you for showing up, for being here. And I want to just quickly start by sharing a little bit about myself. And just so you know a little bit about me, a little bit about my story, and how I got to be the founder and the CEO of my own organization, how I got to be an investor, an entrepreneur, and someone who's able to take care of myself and live comfortably in one of the craziest cities, the most difficult cities in the world. So I'm gonna share a little bit about that, and we're gonna have some fun. All right? If you're locked in, I need you to type locked in. If you locked in, just type locked in the chat for me. All right, dope. Okay. So let's kick this joint off. And I'm gonna just share my screen real quick and just share a little bit about myself and my story, so you all know who you're actually talking to. So
When it comes to my dreams, when it comes to my dreams, King was a man, King was a scholar, King was a servant. He did it for his family, for Yolanda, the boys, Bernice and Coretta. I do it for my nephew, for my bruh. Proceed with caution, or we're gonna have some problems. I've been looking for a reason to walk in my purpose. Look fear in the face and then I curse it. Nothing is ever gonna stop me. Go the vision made it plain, and now I'm gonna see. Yeah. Hey, now I'm coming for you. Get the old, yeah, I'm ready for the new. Hey, now I'm coming for you. I want the keys and the drip and the bag. Hey, for you. This come up is well over. Hey, now I'm coming for you.
Yeah, we
Give
can
me
hear
another
you.
king. When it comes to my dream, when it comes to my dream, hey, I'ma do you like.
All right, give me a quick second to fix this. All right. Give me a second. I'm gonna make this work. Let's get this audio off. Okay, I think this is better. All right, let's try this again. I know y'all can hear me now. Now I want to go to share screen. All right, y'all. So now can you hear me?
Yeah, it's better.
Good?
I can hear you.
Okay, hold on. Let me try this. I'm trying to be too fancy with some of this sound on here. So let me fix it and just delete it. Okay. And I think it'll work in a second. Give me a second. All right. All right, we good now? I think y'all can hear me now. All right. So a little bit about me, y'all. So I graduated from Howard University. I was an international business and marketing major, a Spanish minor. So I love culture. I love people, hence why, part of the reasons why I've lived in New York for the last 11 years. And I put myself through school through scholarships. I was able to get over nearly $90,000 in scholarships. So I graduated with barely any debt. I've won business plan competitions. I have traveled the world on other people's budgets, a lot of which I was able to get while I was in school or through programs. I'm very resourceful. And on the business side, I'm the founder and CEO of Student Dream. And so we are closing the racial wealth gap across the entire globe by training young people of color to build wealth. Thank you. And we do that through courses and content and coaching all around personal finance, investing, entrepreneurship, and music licensing. And we also do leadership development and career development as well. I've worked for the New York University. I've worked for a billionaire while I was at the Brockman family office. I've worked with the Obama administration to put on events through Student Dream. And also when I was at the Treasury Department, the Commerce Department, the Energy Department. And so I've worked in tech. I just last year, the coolest thing happened because I was at a startup. I had equity, which I had stock in the startup, and the company was sold. And so I got nearly a $10,000 check because of the stock that I had in the company. And that was my first time experiencing that, which was really cool. I'm also an investor. I invest in the stock market. And so that's been really fun. And then most importantly, I've been broke before. I have had my account at negative many times, especially in my 20s, especially when I didn't have this financial knowledge. I have done research studies and sleep studies to make ends meet. I've done every job imaginable. I've worked at McDonald's, Stop and Shop, a deli. I worked at the front desk of a residential building. I have worked at startups. I've worked for the United States government. I have worked as a basketball referee at a Japanese pop-up shop. So I've done sleep studies, research studies. I haven't given blood yet for money, but I actually want to do that just for some extra cash. But anywho, I've done everything, y'all. So I understand the hustle. But then on the flip side, I understand what it's like to win with money and why how small changes can make a big difference and a big impact. And so I really wanted y'all to know not only am I the founder of Student Dream, also the founder of Black Wealth Matters. And I've just been working in financial education for over a decade, really helping people get out of debt, save their first $1,000, open up investment accounts and start investing, get paid internships and jobs that they actually enjoy, and really be confident in themselves, go from lacking confidence to knowing, yo, I can do this. I can actually make the financial progress, the career progress that I want to make. And so I love this because I really care about seeing our communities thrive. All right. And so that's a little bit about me and my background. And I know that I heard a bit about you all and your background. And so this whole session is about, what does it look like to actually unlock your financial dream, right? What does it look like for you to actually get to that image and that vision that you have? All right. And so I want to know, why are you here? Right? So what made you actually click on that Zoom link, click on that registration link? What was it? What prompted you to spend this hour, this valuable hour of your time that you'll never get back? What prompted you to come here? I'd love to hear. You've heard from me about what prompted me to come here. Now I want to hear from y'all. And whoever wants to start can go.
Probably mostly networking. And since I want to be a data engineer, like networking on LinkedIn and having a diverse background of people to talk to is the most important thing when it comes to this new age of the job market.
Yeah.
So just learning about finances, financial freedom is a great thing to know about. Meeting new people is insane. I should do that more often. That's why I'm in the house. So I should do that more. And I just want to, as much as I learn is good for me. I love learning. I, love talking to new people, and I go to a bunch of tech conferences and fireside chats for like brain trust and stuff like that. So I was like, hey, might as well do this one too.
Let's go. Let's go. Thanks for sharing, Ryan. And you'll definitely get that here for sure. I think Don was there like maybe a month or so ago when we got to go to an investment firm. It was a great networking opportunity. And we offer more of those corporate trips for sure. And speaking of Don, speaking of Don, why are you here, Don? What's
You can hear me?
Yeah, just
okay,
fine.
Cool. Great. I joined because I'm considered working class poor. Neither of my parents graduated high school, let alone even dream about college. It was just out of reach for them. And so I'm first gen as far as graduating high school and moving on to college. So to get an associate's was like a really big deal.
Yeah.
But I'll also be the first to, all goes well, to get my bachelor's. So it's all about, I understand that there's certain, rules of the game that you have to play. But, as much as, there are people who were able to, make those rules change, and they didn't have to, cross this list, go to school, cross this list, go to that school, but those stories, although they're inspirational, they happen to a very small percentage of people. For the most part, if you're gonna do anything with your life and you want to invest and have a better future for yourself, it's inescapable now that you have to go to school, because people are not going to look at you if you only have a high school diploma. I was sitting a wall with a high school diploma, and so I find that there are more opportunities to network. There are more clubs of interest. There's more opportunities, I feel, in school, besides just, showing up for class, where you get to meet people from all walks of life. The professors, especially at CUNY, they tend to be working in the fields that you're interested in. But the biggest deal for me, why this particular club was more exciting to me, is because as working class poor, we have a very, back and forth when it comes to money. Like, we needed to pay the rent, and it's just the struggle to, get those pennies together to, as long as the rent is paid, then, never mind anything of that. And it's constantly struggling with your head down to do that. And I told myself, I made a promise. I said, I have to be, you know, as an American, the idea is you have to do better than your parents did.
Come on.
You know, so I'm hearing like on the news, like, oh, you know, things are getting bad for, you know, college students or college graduates. And I could let that beat me down and have me quit before I even started. But I'm like, no, there's room for me. There's money to be mad out there, and there's a room for me at the table. And I have to make that happen.
Absolutely. There's room for me at the table. Absolutely true. And I can attest to that. And to be honest, y'all, I haven't, most of the clients I've gotten, most of the jobs I've gotten, I have not had to apply for them. They have come through my relationships. And so a big part of what you will learn in this community on a monthly basis, and hopefully more consistently if you're willing to make that commitment, is again how to really understand who you are, your value, your worth, build that confidence and the security and the wisdom, and do the work that's going to help you build the relationships that's going to fly doors open for you. One of the largest contracts that Student Dream has won was for $65,000, and that was with the city of New Jersey, and that came through a relationship. I didn't even ask to submit a proposal. Someone emailed me and said, hey, we want you to submit a proposal because we know you. And y'all, so that's the game. This is the game that wealthy people play. It's really working smart and working with each other and working with your relationships. And so that's a big part of what you will learn in this community on a monthly basis, and hopefully on a weekly basis if you make that commitment. So Dawn, thank you for sharing that. And I want to just pass that mic through to Margaret to share. What brought you here? What made you click open?
Same networking, and because of my major, I'm a finance major, so.
Yes. Oh, this is good. You are in the right place, Margaret. You are in the right place. I'm so excited, y'all. And part of the reason why I'm so excited is because, I mean, thank God I'm in a good place financially, but I would have been there so much faster if I had this community and the resources that Student Dream is going to provide you with. And so I'm just really excited, y'all, that you get to be here and to take part in this. So I'm hyped. All right. So where do we go from here, y'all? I want to just ask you to, we're going to do a quick exercise. So I talked to you about, or we talked about what our vision of financial wealth is, and what the song associated with us being in a great place is. And now I want to ask you to think back over, let's kind of be more, make this easy. Think back over the last 2 weeks. I want you to think about your spending over the last 2 weeks. And if you can, if you're up for it, think about your spending over the last month. So think about your spending over the last 2 weeks to a month. I want you to take out a piece of paper and just write down what you spent money on over the last 2 to 4 weeks. So we are at July, or actually just for the month of July. This is the last month. This is the last day of the month. So think about for the month of July, y'all. I want you to literally, I mean, you can pull out your bank statement real quick.
I got my bank statements unlocked already.
Yep. And just start looking down the list. And I want you to take a moment and look at the categories and just write it down. What did I spend money on? So for example, if you see Uber, write that down. You see Bodega, write that down. You see an expense on the MTA, write that down. Okay, so let's take, it'll probably take I would say at least 5 minutes to literally pull up your bank statements, look at your receipts, and just spend 5 minutes to literally list out what you spent money on, for the month of July. All right. So I'm going to play a song and I'll give you all this 5 minutes, okay? All right.
I've been throw up the sex in her. And I can put you in. I can put you in. I've been throw up the sex in her. And I can put you in. I can put you in. I can see the whole city from this balcony. Back in 2019, I was outside freely, but now they got it out for me. I don't care what frat you was in, you can't out for me. Keep dreaming. Pineapple juice, I give a sweet. I know what they like, so I just keep cheesing. Hard drive full of heat seeking. Tryna come the same day as Jack, rethinking. You don't need Givenchy, you need Jesus. Why do y'all sleep on me? I need reasons. I got plex in the mail peak season. Shout out to my UPS workers, making sure I receive it. You could do it too, believe it. I've been throw up the sex in her. And I can put you in. I can put you in.
Are you ready?
Yes, I am. They say you a superstar, now damn, I guess I am. You might be the man, well that's unless I am. Okay, I'll confess I am. Go ahead and get undressed, I am. Okay, cool, you on Sunset?
I am.
I'm about to slide, okay, I'm outside, okay. This lifestyle don't got many downsides. Except for the lack of time I get around my family, making sure they never downsize. I got visions of my mom saying, wait, this house mine. Can't lie, I'm on Angus Cloud 9. I got him on the bandwagon now, about time. I ain't even got no downtime. Every time I speak, she say, yeah, that sounds fine. I've been throw up the sex in her. And I can put you in. I can put you in. I've been throw up the sex in her. And I can put you in. I can put you in. I've been throw up the sex in her. And I can put you in. I can put you in. I've been throw up the sex.
What you gave gave me, I know you gave me. You remind me all the time, and how you hurt me, and you don't see it. Again, I am the child, and though you tell me that you love me, I can't feel it, and I'm afraid to let you down. It's all or nothing. I fear that something's wrong. I'm tired of walking on eggshells. I'm terrified to fail, and in order to please you, I've abandoned myself. And though you don't hurt me when you push me away, I'm stronger than ever. You made me this way. How I wish you suffered less too. It tears us both apart, and it's not pretty the way you criticize me, and how it breaks my heart. And though you tell me that you love me, I can't feel it. And I'm afraid to let you down. It's all or nothing. I fear that something's wrong. I'm tired of walking on eggshells. I'm terrified to fail, and in order to please you, I've abandoned myself. And though it used to hurt me when you push me away, I'm stronger than ever. You made me this way. How I wish you knew how much I need you. I feel like running, but I can't abandon you. You avoid my gaze, withdraw from me these days. You punish me for trying to be all that you wanted. What more can I do? I'm tired of walking on eggshells. So taking all the pain. I don't wanna know you, and I have abandoned myself. And though it used to hurt me when you push me away, I'm stronger than ever. You made me this way. Tired of walking on eggshells, terrified to fail. In order to please you, in order to please you, I've abandoned myself. When you push me away, I'm stronger than ever. You made me this way. Oh.
When I wake up in the morning, love, and the sunlight hurts my eyes, and something without warning, love, bears lies heavy on my mind. Then I look at you, and the world's alright with me. Just one look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day. When the day that lies ahead of me seems impossible to face, when someone else instead of me always seems to know the way, then I look at you, and the world's alright with me. Just one look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day. When the day that lies ahead of me seems impossible to face, and when someone else instead of me always seems to know the way, then I look at you, and the world's alright with me. I just one look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day.
All right. All right, y'all, let's talk about it. Let us talk about it. I want to hear what stuck. How was it, y'all? Talk to me. What were the thoughts and feelings that went through your mind as you did this exercise?
Does credit count?
Does credit count
Yeah.
as an expense?
Like credit cards.
Oh, absolutely. That's an expense for sure.
Damn.
So that was
Yeah,
that was the thought that went through.
Yeah, that's pretty jarring because while I was working in sales and marketing a couple weeks ago, like my spending was pretty heavy. I use a lot of credit, so
Okay,
Mhm.
okay. That's real. How about you, Don?
It's expensive to be alive.
Mm,
You know, just the fact that, you know, I'm like looking at how much I spent for my Metro card was probably the least expensive because I only put $30 on it because my internship was within walking distance. So I didn't
Okay.
have to pay, you know, constantly on my card.
great.
My phone is, my phone. I mean, you can't go anywhere without your phone.
Right.
But I think my biggest expenses were usually about living, whether it's your phone, the food. I had to renew my Costco card. That's $100 right there.
Yeah.
But I think, the money that I have is spent on mostly practical things, food, the traveling with a Metro card. I did treat
Right.
myself to an eyebrow wax, so that was $10.
Hey, I wouldn't even say that's well, that is a good treat. Yeah, that is a nice to have. That is a nice to have.
Yeah.
And remember, y'all, one of the biggest things that we have to break that I often see in our community is going to the extremes of saying, hey, I'm gonna either get rich quick overnight, or oh, I can't get an eyebrow wax. I have to just eat
Right.
ramen noodles. That's not sustainable, right?
Right.
To be wealthy, we have to do things that are sustainable. To unlock our financial dreams, you have to do things that are actually sustainable. So we will talk about that more as we go through the weeks and the months. But I just wanted to highlight that, Don. Like, that is healthy, that's sustainable. It's not rice and beans living. There may be seasons if we're really trying to be more intense, but overall, we want this process for us to really get to wealth. It has to be sustainable. All right. And then what about you, Margaret?
Same, the boss, network card, and
Okay, the bus.
yeah.
All right. I love it. I love it. Okay, y'all. Well, thanks for sharing that. And my big question, right? Two things. First question is, did your spending, this is a big one, so listen to me. Did your spending align with your vision of financial health and wealth? Did your spending align with the song, the First Class song, Ryan? For you, Don, did your spending align with that Christina Aguilera song? Margaret, did your spending align with your vision of financial health and wealth? Whether that's getting into finance, becoming an investment banker, a sales and trader, for Margaret, or for anyone else. I want to hear from y'all on that.
I think that I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. It's fine. I've been talking too much anyway.
Sure. Ryan, no. No. I just think that for me, it's like being practical with what I have and not getting extravagant, because my pocketbook rules obviously what I can spend or not. That's how I see it. It's a matter of like surviving, I guess.
Yeah.
Ryan, do you have any better ideas?
Well, no, it's not about ideas. This is really this is individualized, because Ryan's vision is different from yours, Don. Jack Harlow's song is different from Christina Aguilera, right? And so
right.
I'm just asking you individually, this is something to answer individually. Does your spending align with the vision that you have? And if that's a no, that's okay.
It's a short no.
We're in this community.
Dang, it's a short no.
Yeah.
For me, I think in the last month, aside from the business trips, but for my own personal learning, I when I got back home from Syracuse, I was like, I want to learn how to better my skills in my field. So the only thing I got was like 3 books, which is for just like tech stuff, but most of the other stuff is like, again, like MTA and travel, bus tickets, all that other stuff. But the one thing that's nice, in lieu of the First Class song, I do have a card that like pays like $300 a year for like Uber trips. So that's pretty nice.
Great.
So that aligns a little bit with a little bit of living lavish and luxury. But in terms of spending for my own learning resources, yes, I've done that, or at least I'm trying to.
All right. And then how about you, Margaret?
Yes.
Okay, I love to hear that. And so here's another big question, and I'm just going to need maybe 5 more minutes of y'all's time. Did you pay yourself first? I want actually everybody to write this in the chat. Pay yourself first. Pay yourself first. Write that in the chat. Write that on a notebook, y'all. Write that in your notes on your phone. Pay yourself first. I need to see that because I need y'all to tattoo this on your frontal lobe. I need y'all to know this. All right, I see Ryan got it down. Where's Don? Margaret, I need to see y'all put that in the chat there. Margaret goes, pay yourself first. And then Don, there we go. Pay yourself first. All right. So y'all, pay yourself first is the equivalent of savings, right? I heard you said you paid MTA, you paid Uber, even if it was through someone else, you paid for those books, you paid for the wax shop. But did you pay yourself first, y'all? Did you save? Did you save any money? Paying yourself first is the equivalent to save. The first time you get that paycheck, I need y'all to pay yourself first. Who's more important, Uber or you? Who's more important, MTA or you? Right?
The MTA don't need no more money. They about to raise it.
More money. So y'all, this is like one of the biggest principles of unlocking your financial dreams is unlocking your financial dreams, right? And not the financial dreams of someone else first. One of the principles of unlocking your financial dreams is paying yourself first. And so that's my goal for you. I want there to be alignment. And that is what the Student Dream Investors community is all about. We are going to help you truly get into alignment and truly get you financially healthy. So each month when the general community meets, we're going to go over and really touch base on the 4 main areas of financial health. Okay, and these 4 main areas include your spending, your saving, your borrowing, and your planning. We're going to make sure that your spending is looking good, it's lined up in a way that will unlock your financial dreams and get you that job, get you that savings, get you that income. We're going to make sure your savings is aligned. We're going to make sure your borrowing isn't out of order. And we're going to make sure your planning is correct as well. All right. And so this is my story, y'all. These are real pictures of me in my 20s, fresh out of college, but following my dreams to launch this company called Student Dream and hustling to make ends meet. This is a picture of me doing a 19-day sleep study, y'all, to make ends meet. This is a picture of me getting a professional headshot because I was like, oh, I'm in New York. Maybe I should become an actress. Y'all, I was hustling. This is a picture of me about to go ref a men's basketball, intramural basketball league and get yelled at, right? Because every call is not the right call in their minds. But this is just me hustling, y'all, really trying to go after my dream, working 3-4 side jobs here and there while I was trying to build Student Dream, which sounds great, but I was financially unhealthy. I was financially unhealthy because I was not thinking about any of these 4 areas. And that needed to change. And it changed when I just got sick and tired of being broke and exhausted and living paycheck to paycheck. And I heard a podcast that was talking about, oh, there's a better way to use money. And there was a free course, there was a free workshop like this being offered. I took it and it just got me thinking. And after that, I changed. I was like, yo, let me go and get a full-time job and do my business on the side. I said, hey, let me see if I can get now maybe a part-time job after work to pay off extra income. Fast forward to me paying off nearly $16,000 of debt over the course of 18 months because I was locked in, focused. I got the coaching I needed, right? I started putting together a budget. I started having a friend to hold me accountable who I could check in with, talk with. I got stronger. And fast forward to Student Dream now becoming my full-time job where I'm able to take care of myself, paying off all that debt, being able to collaborate with people like Serena Williams's husband, right? Being able to collaborate and connect with Barbara Corcoran, with the Obama administration, getting $65,000 contracts, $150,000 grants, working with Carnegie Hall, the city of New York, right? Like raising nearly $200,000 for our operating budget. This is, and being able to start investing and making big turns, right, on my investments. Being able to travel to Europe to go to my friend's wedding in cash, not paying it on credit card because I saved up and had the cash. Being able to go travel and visit my family in Nigeria, or give my family in Nigeria who needs it some extra money because I had it, right? And so that's my story, y'all. And like I said, I want that to really be your story. And so the question is, well, how do we do that? It starts with alignment, y'all. Alignment, finding the knowledge and really working with people who support you, who actually want you to win and are here to not just give you a 10-minute, 15-minute YouTube video or 30-second TikTok video, but people who are really experienced, seasoned, and committed to helping you thrive, y'all. And that is what Student Dream is. And honestly, at the end of the day, it's just work, right? One of my biggest mantras here at Student Dream is we don't get rich quick, we build wealth slow. We don't get rich quick, we build wealth slowly. We don't get rich quick, we build wealth slowly. And I'm sure y'all have started to realize in life, the principle is hard, consistent effort over time. That's what's going to get you to where you need to be. And the best way to stay there is to have a supportive community. It makes it easier, it makes it more fun to have a coach who will encourage you, right? Who knows who's been there before and knows actually how to get you there, who can plug you into the right connections and the networks. All right. And so it's just work, it's coaching. And that's what I want to really offer you all. So yes, we have free monthly meetings, which are solid and you'll always get value on it. But I have realized, and I'm sure you have at school, there's a difference between a teacher giving you a deadline and you having to actually present an assignment versus you not having a deadline, you not having to present anything. And that's called accountability. Y'all, there is value in accountability that is unmatched. I've seen that in my physical journey. I've seen that in my financial journey. They're having people to hold me accountable and coach me took me to the next level, y'all. And so my question for you is, are you ready to win with money? Are you ready to win? Are you future oriented? Do you want to become more future oriented, more calculated, more patient, more able to delay your gratification so you can win with money? Because we're here to help you do that. I'm here to help you do that. All right. And as we think about this, this group that you're in right now, this session is a student dream investor session. You are a student dream investor, but there's another level that requires commitment. And that's what's really going to help get you to that place of financial health. And so this is what I'm calling the committed student dream investors. These are people who they're not relying on motivation. They're not leaning on inspiration, but they're just leaning on plain old commitment. I see the benefit of making this investment. I see where it's going to take me. I see that I want to be debt free. I see that I'm going to learn investing. I see that I want to get that job that I love, right? I see that I want to build out these leadership and these leadership skills, these great skills that are going to take me places. I see that. I see the value in that. I see that I want to build wealth. And so I'm going to make that commitment. Okay. And so that is what Student Dream, the committed Student Dream investors is. And that's what I want to invite y'all to really be a part of. And so what does that actually look like on a day-to-day basis? It looks like you seeing the value of accountability and being able to have access to group coaching every single week, not every single month, but every single week. We meet, we look over your goals as a group, right? It's like, hey, if you said you wanted to save $25, did you save the $25? If you said you were going to reach out to those 3 networking contacts, did you do it? And if not, where's the struggle? Let's figure out how we can help you. And we're not going to have to wait a month to deal with the issue, but we're going to deal with it every single week. It's investing lessons led by real investors every single month to help you open up that brokerage account, start funding your account every single month, understanding how to talk about the stock market, how to understand it, how to see your portfolio grow every single month. It's getting access to real coaching videos from our community of experts, people like the owner of Chick-fil-A Flatbush, which is the most profitable Chick-fil-A in all of the United States, right? He's a friend of the organization. Yeah, Brandon Hurst. I got him on speed dial. It's being able to connect with the chief risk officer of one of the top insurance companies who used to be a senior executive at MetLife, right? It's being able to connect with people who are full-time artists and actors on Broadway who are in our network, right? Like this is what you have, people being able to connect with software engineers who've worked at places like Twilio and Vimeo, right? And Afrotech, Blavity, all these places. It's being able to connect with people who have been able to mesh their love of music and the arts and make a living and get out of poverty, right? And so this is a 1-year access, right? This membership, this paid membership gives you access for a year, y'all, 365 days to all of this. And y'all, I've worked for billionaires. I want to make this affordable to you guys. And I'll tell you the price in a second, wait for it. But again, this is only for people who want to graduate debt-free or want to get out of debt. This is if you don't want to deal with a bunch of loans, if you want to get paid internships and jobs that you actually enjoy, that actually line up with your skills, your interests, right? Your strengths, where you want to be in the future. If this is only if you want to win with money, only if you want to learn how to invest, not to get rich quick, but to build wealth. And if you want to do that with confidence and clarity. All right. And so y'all, this costs $199.99 for a year, y'all. If to learn how to graduate free, get jobs that you like, to fund your dreams. This will give you relevant coaching on winning with money, investing, starting a business if that's you. This is all led by a community of Black and brown investors, entrepreneurs, and professionals. This is not only monthly money coaching, but it's weekly. This is access to paid internships and job opportunities in our network, because people come to us and they say, hey, Nena, I have this job opportunity. Do you know anybody? And by being in that community, I can refer you, right? This is normally $250, but I'm offering it for $199 for a year, y'all. That breaks down to what, $20 a month? Less than that? What? And so y'all, this is me wanting to see you win. And this is just the value of commitment, like the value of accountability. And mind you, this is my story, right? Like I get the challenges. I get that I remember saying, yo, there isn't enough money out there. I don't have any help from my parents. I don't have any connections. The job market's terrible. That was my story. But look where I'm at now, y'all. And I want it to be your story. All right. And like and so my question, are you committed? Right? We are commitment, our money follows our commitment and our value, right? The things that we value, the things that we're committed to, we pay for. And I really want to invest in those people who are committed. Like this is certainly a great intro, but y'all, if you're committed, I'm like, let's go, let's do this. I want to see you learning how to invest, and I want to see you get that great job. I want to see you connect. All right. And so let's win together. If you were like me and you're tired of being broke, you're tired of trying to do everything on your own, like, let's do this, y'all. Let's get this vision for money, for life, and let's win, y'all. All right. And so I put the link, this discount that you get, it's available for the next 24 hours. So if you have to think about it, obviously, if you need to like maybe reach out to, I don't know if it's a friend, family member to help you pay for it, do that, y'all. But for what, 10, is it 200, like, yeah, $15 a month? Let's do it, man. I want to see y'all investing, but it's going to take more than an hour a month. I want to see you get that job, but it's going to take more than an hour a month. It's going to take weekly commitment, y'all. Monthly sessions, weekly on investing, weekly sessions to make sure you're doing what you said you were going to do. So sign up today, y'all. I put the link in the chat. And when we meet, hopefully I can, we start, first meeting is next week. So I hope that I'll see you next week. I don't want to wait a month. And I'm super excited. We'll have a special guest, Chris Riggs, who has been an investor for the last, 10 years? So he knows his stuff. He'll share about his background. And I want to hear who you want to hear from. We have a whole Rolodex of people, be able to get you that first video of the week, have our first group session to really figure out how do we put this plan together. And so, yeah, y'all, that is it. Any questions before we sign off?
Okay. All right. Seems like man, that's a crazy deal, huh?
Right? Saying, yo, because I want it to be accessible. And I just need y'all to show that you're committed. It's like we commit to things that we pay for. And there's, I think, honestly, even above the investing lessons, even above the coaching and the connections, the value is in the accountability. Because you can go to all the sessions you want and hear, hey, you can do this and get inspired, but then who's going to call you up and be like, oh yeah, man, you said you were going to follow up those 2 people from that networking event, Ryan, what's good? Oh, Ryan, didn't you say you were going to apply to Google? What's good?
Exactly.
Right? It makes a difference.
I'm trying.
Or to say, hey, Nena, I'm applying to Google. Do you know somebody? And I'll say, oh yeah, my man Jordan worked at Google for like 6 years after he sold his first company. Let me make the connection. Right? Like, save you how many hours? So yeah, y'all, if you again, this is encourage you to sign up. We'll be getting started next week. And yeah, but this offer is available for the next until 6:30 tomorrow. But I'll make sure that Grace follows up if you have any questions. But in the meantime, if you're ready to get it going, you can just click on the link here. Yeah, and we'll take it from there. Our next larger group meeting will be this time next month in August. But then if you want to be a part of the committed group, we start first thing next week.
All right. Well, hopefully I'll see you next week.
Yeah, man.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Let me know if
Thank
you
you
have
so
any.
much. Okay.
Y'all, let's do it. Let's stay committed, and I hope to see you soon.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Have a good rest of your night.
Take care.
You too. Great to meet you, Ryan. Don, always connect. Talk to you soon.
All
Okay.
right. Nice to meet you.
Bye.
Peace.